And fourthly, you've got to also consider certain things that seem to respond to you. I'll just give you an example. For instance, my mother normally says this to me concerning my father, who is late, God bless his soul. After they retired into some plot somewhere outside town, where they basically were just taking it easy. My dad used to do part-time farming, for instance. He had a beautiful orchard and a beautiful garden that he used to tend. Everything that he used to do just used to blossom and was working ever so well. He used to generate lots of nice, succulent, big fruits, and his garden was so evergreen. But when he passed on, my mom tried to actually go on and do the same things that my dad was doing, and apparently all the trees and the garden started wilting away. So I was saying, look, what's happening? Why is it that, when this guy was alive, these things used to just work like magic? In there, I thought there was a lesson. There are certain things in life that respond to certain people, and certain things that don't respond. But apparently what we then told my mom is, look, you are probably not gifted in this. Maybe try something else. And we give her a bit of cash to start, growing chickens and stuff like that. And he's doing such a beautiful chicken project, and he's forgotten about farming, and he's forgotten about doing an orchard. He's now focusing on things that she thinks are working well for her. So I think in life, you've got to also begin to notice certain things, small things that when you do, you seem to get well above average results, for instance. Because those things could be that, are responding to your natural talents and your natural giftings. I like what somebody once said, that one way of also finding out some things that you are good at has got to do with what actually agitates you in life, or things that when they're out of order, you want to quickly bring them to order. For instance, I can talk maybe of myself here. I don't like to be in a room that is clumsy. That's why my peers at work that walk into my office normally tell me that your office is probably one of the most organized offices that is there in this department. And I say, look, I don't even put effort to doing this, but I just want things aligned and things straight and things in their order, so that when I'm looking for them, I don't have to spend the whole day looking for things. I just want to know where my things are, and I get on with it. So when there's disorder, generally, I get agitated. And I think I'm gifted in putting order around my own life. And things that agitate, I don't know what sort of things agitate you, that when you see and you think they're not in place, you want to quickly bring them to place. Without much effort. Those things could actually be very much related to what your talent is all about. The next key stepping stone on your path to discover what your unique gifts and what your unique talents are, I think, is a careful consideration of what absorbs you. What is it that when you do, you completely lose track of time, and before you know, you'd have spent so much time doing that particular activity. That has to do with things that completely engross you when you are involved in. And that's one very, very important aspect of understanding what you naturally enjoy doing, and it's also very related in what comes out of you naturally. You also need to consider your learning style, especially now that we are living in an information world. Learning is no longer that conventional where you just go into the library, you pick out a textbook, and you try and read everything that is in it. So you need to be very careful in understanding what sort of things you do, and you get to absorb material so easily. There are so many different learning styles these days. Some people like learning by listening, others like learning by looking, others learn by reading. I don't know what your learning style is, but most of the times the manner in which you learn and the manner in which you learn things quickly also can feed into developing your talent, for instance. So you can do some self-test. There's so much online material out there in recent times that can actually assist you in discovering what kind of learning methods you can use, and then go on and apply those methods, and you'll find that you'll be able to grow and you'll be able to upskill your gift and upskill your talent in that way.